Namaskar everyone, my name is Astro. I'm an astrologer, numerologist and Vastu consultant. Today I'll share with you Saturn in the 12th house. Well, in order to know what results Saturn will be giving in all the houses, then you may watch my previous videos. This is the last video wherein I'm covering Saturn in the 12th house. After that I'll start Jupiter in all the houses. So what happens when Saturn comes in the 12th house? Well, 12th house is the house which shows jail, which shows hospitalization, which shows a person who is associated with social work. It shows spirituality. 12th house also shows your expenses, your losses. It is a house which shows research. Okay. So what happens when the planet of discipline, that is Saturn, the planet of karma, the planet which shows struggles and obstacles in a person's life, and planet which gives you things but it delays the process. So what the result you should expect by it, this all will be covered in this video. Along with it, I'll be sharing some numerology numbers or the numbers along with Saturn in the 12th house. So it will give you a clear picture what all results you should expect when somebody has a Saturn in the 12th house. So kindly subscribe the channel and press the bell notification. Let's start. Saturn is the planet which shows discipline, which shows struggles, which shows getting things, but it will be very hard or very uncomfortable for a person to reach to a goal when Saturn is placed in the 12th house. 12th house is the house which is the house of struggles. It is a house which shows losses in a person's life. 12th house is also connected with foreign lands or foreign travel. 12th house shows depression or spirituality. 12th house also talks about your hospitalization, your jail, incarceration. So when Saturn comes here, Saturn is the house of karma, is the planet of karma. Saturn shows what all results the Saturn will be giving. It will put you through a lot of hard work, lot of struggles in your life. Then only the Saturn will be giving you the results. So Saturn actually teaches you the lesson, but in a hard way. So when this planet is coming in the 12th house, then first of all it creates problem for a person related to property related matters, gets delayed in his life, because Saturn is a karaka for property also. So when Saturn is coming in the 12th house, the property related matter doesn't come in the person's favor. Okay, or if they are supposed to get any inherent property or any property which they've been buying, then some kind of hurdles might come in when Saturn is placed here, because Saturn is a malefic and it is a karaka for property and it is there in the 12th house. So 12th house will delay the process. Okay, will put him through losses, or he might suffer the loss of the property also because of the Saturn placement. But that loss will not be all of a sudden. Gradually things will go against him. Like if a property case, he's into a property case wherein he been fighting for the case of the property, then that property matters will hardly go into his favor, but that decision will take prolonged. Like after 7 or 10 years or 15 years, he will come to know that he lost the case. So this is what Saturn gives. It delays the losses also. So when Saturn is here, it will also, the positive part of the Saturn is that it will bring a researcher, a person who would be very inclined or who would be very happy to do research work. It is a proper combination or the proper placement for a person who is a scientist. Okay, people who are working harder to get or to find out the results or to research something, some new vaccines. The doctors have these combinations. So when Saturn is here, it brings out a guy who's into spirituality and he loves to do meditation, he loves to do spiritual things. It is a good combination for a person who is into astrology also. Okay, so Saturn brings in a lot of troubles, but in the research field, it brings in lot of benefits to the Jatak, or the person will be able to enjoy that work when Saturn is placed in the 12th house. Only the research work, they will be this placement also shows a person who's a social worker, who's helping others, or people who are working in NGOs or WHO or UN. These people will be helping others or serving others. Okay, so when Saturn is here in the 12th house, it has got 3 aspects. First is 3rd aspect, 7th aspect, and the 10th aspect. So from its 3rd aspect, it is aspecting your 2nd house. From 7th aspect, it aspects your 6th house, and from 10th aspect, it is aspecting your 9th house. So what happens when Saturn is aspecting your 2nd house? When it aspects your 2nd house, the person habit or speaking becomes very rough. These people are very rough to talk. Whatever they will be saying or speaking, they will be saying truth. They will be saying the right thing. But the way they will be communicating with others, they will be very rough people to speak. Okay, these people will not bother what other is feeling. They will be very straightforward kind of person. Okay, these people always like junk food. They have a habit of eating out or going into or having things which are not good for health. Okay, this is what Saturn gives when it aspects your 2nd house. It also doesn't bring a good relation with your family members. It creates disturbances within your family member. The person will be very much isolated with family. Even if he will be in the family, but he will somehow will not be able to enjoy the togetherness of the family. Okay, he will not be able to show that love and care to their family members. So disturbances between family members may arise when Saturn is aspecting your 2nd house. So from the same placement of the Saturn in the 12th house, it also aspects your 6th house. 6th house is the house of death, disease, and enemy. So what is happening here? Saturn is creating health issues. You might face health related problems when Saturn is here, but that problem will not come all of a sudden. It will be a prolonged process. Very slowly, after a certain age, after later half in your age, you will get to know that you have some kind of stomach infection, or you have got some small intestine infection or ulcer in your body. So this is what Saturn will be giving. This placement, this aspect on the 6th house will also create problem in the office environment. These people will be working very harder in their office. These people will be the ones who will always initiate to do any kind of long hours shift. Suppose in the office somebody will, or the boss will ask who will be doing the long hour shift, then these people will be enjoying that long hour shift. They will be doing more hours than usual. Like if the shift is for 8 or 9 hours, they will be working for 10, 12, 14, 15 hours. So these kind of mentality these people have. They are very hard working people basically. And from the 12th, Saturn is also aspecting your 9th house from its 10th aspect. So the long travel becomes very frequent for these people, but the fruits of the long travel doesn't come straight away. It takes time for the people to get the fruits of the long travels. What happens? Suppose they've been doing the long travel, but they were expecting the results to come in within a week or after a couple of days. But those results will be taking months for them to decide, or what they were expecting from the client after the result of traveling, long travel, and getting the results from them. Or if they have gone to meet the client, but the results which they were expecting in a week, they will be getting it after months only, or might possible that the results will not come out the way they were expecting, or the deal will not get finalized with the client after their long travel also. So this is what Saturn will be doing with you all. Now comes the question, how numerology is connected with this placement. But overall, this placement, as I have mentioned, is very good for people, those who are into research work. it is a good placement, and they should work harder towards research, towards working in hospitals, or people working in NGOs, or people working in any kind of research work. Saturn here is going to give them much benefits, and people, those who are living abroad, Saturn again will be helping them a lot. Okay, so how numerology is getting connected? Well, in numerology, if you have got 8 number which is coming thrice, 3 times in your date of birth. For example, somebody is born on 8th of August 1998. So here 3 times 8 is coming. So in this manner, if Saturn is placed in the 12th house and you have got 3 times 8, then this becomes very difficult for a person to go or to live a easy life. These people will feel that they are very unlucky people when Saturn is already there in the 12th house and they have got 888 in their date of birth. Okay, their work will be delayed a lot. Okay, they will be having faith in God, but somehow their results or the task or the things whichever they will be doing, it will take longer than usual for them to achieve the goals or to get their things done easily. These people will always be working harder in the office. They will be doing extra hours also. Okay, they will be doing multiple work to attain good living standards. But when Saturn is there in the 12th house and you have got 8 which is coming twice, for example 8th of August 1999, here 8 number, which is a number of Saturn, is coming twice, then this becomes a very good placement for a person. The person will be able to inherit good property in his life. This placement of Saturn in the 12th house will be able to give good results to this Jatak here with this placement. Again, the Star Lord and the Sub Lord needs to be checked. Conjunctions also have to be checked, but it's not possible to cover it all in this video. So if you like to get your detailed analysis of the chart, then you may contact me on the given below number. So thank you all. Have a nice day. Namaskar.